Ooh, I don't think this is our studio, Josh.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore, Sonny.
Yeah, wow, he ain't Toto.
Not at all.
Welcome to Old Dad, New Dad. My name is Sonny Delphi, and of course, I'm the afternoon host on 90.9 KCBI. Now, the old dad, and
I'm Josh Stack. I am the new dad, and as you can see, if you're watching on video with us, we have one of my favorite people in the world with us, Chef Tim, who is the expert. Chef, thanks for coming on with us today, man.
Oh, man, I love it. Love to be here.
It's so cool.
Thank you.
yeah, we're talking Valentine's Day, and I asked if you could make a meal for us for Valentine's Day, and you said something about risotto, which I just figured would be nothing but rice, but I'm seeing some beautiful things in front of us here. You've got peppers, you've got bacon. Well, tell us, what's in front of us?
We got some roasted poblanos. We got some chopped onion, some good old Applewood smoked bacon, a little bit of chopped garlic, a little parsley to make every plate look good.
Okay.
And some Parmesan cheese to kind of, get that cheesy goodness in your risotto.
Wow, so when I think risotto, I think, it's a side dish. It's nothing but rice for the most part, but this is next level.
The beautiful thing about risotto is I call it kind of a clean out your refrigerator type of dish. So if you have chicken, beef, bacon, fish, you can kind of all add that to the mix and create kind of like a one pot meal. So
okay.
It's kind of cool to have that.
That's my speed. That's my speed. So full preface, we're in the kitchen today. Yep. This is foreign to me, like completely foreign.
Josh does not cook.
I do not cook. Sonny, you do cook.
I
Chef,
do cook.
All the time.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He's a chef.
I think you cook. Yeah. So this is absolutely brand new to me, but I'm really excited. I'm excited to be here and excited to learn from two guys who know their way around a kitchen.
Well, it's like Michael Jordan and a kid who plays in a rec league. Come on, he's the chef. But chef, before we even get to this meal, talk about your passion for cooking.
I've always just enjoyed cooking. I think food is one of those things that crosses all boundaries, and if you think about the hub of every home, it's the kitchen.
Yes, sir.
So that's where the magic truly happens. And so I've just been doing it for a long time and just continue to love it. I love doing it for First Baptist, and it's kind of awesome.
So with in my life, my wife was an at-home mom for the first 10 years of our life, and every day I got home, she had dinner waiting, which I love, and she's like, it's what her grandmother told her to do.
Yeah.
Just have that meal ready, old-fashioned. As soon as our baby girl was no longer at home, all the cooking came on to me. So Josh is kind of in that situation now where he's not cooking yet. And how can we help Josh maybe with a meal for his baby girl, Josie?
Kids always have kind of that weird, their taste buds. My daughter was the same, being young. Very much a chicken tender type of young lady.
That's the neighborhood we live in.
Yeah. So she's starting to reach out a little bit now, but I think that a good rice with any of her favorites is always a good start.
Maybe a good introductory.
Yeah, it might be a good start.
How about that? So is risotto rice?
Yes,
okay.
It's actually our barrio rice, and so if you kind of notice it, it's just kind of short and kind of round there.
So a rice meal, you think Josie will eat a rice meal?
I mean, we'll eat a rice meal. She eats what we eat. Okay. Kind of. We offer what we eat. And so it's like, it sounds great to me. I'm into it. I'm ready to get in.
Awesome.
So.
All right. Well, we have our gloves on.
Okay.
For those who are not watching the video, again, the colors are absolutely beautiful. And I see garlic.
Yeah, see garlic. What I like to start off with first is I like to roast our peppers. These are poblano peppers. Traditionally, you do it over a grill or something like that. If you have gas, we just kind of take them and we just stick them on, turn on our fire, and just kind of stick them on here. And we're just going to let them kind of roast. They're going to go back and forth. We'll kind of turn them over a little bit as they begin to darken up. Once that's done, we'll put them in a Ziploc bag. When it comes out of the Ziploc bag, it's all charred.
Oh yeah.
And the skin is easily removed.
So you don't want to eat the char? Take the char off?
Now there's nothing wrong with it. You're gonna get some a little bit in your rice.
Yeah,
so we just kind of scrape that off right there, and then we take out all our seeds.
Don't eat the seeds.
You know, seeds make everything spicier.
Yeah, look at them bad boys.
Yeah.
Again, I hope you're watching the video.
And that's another reason why you want to always have gloves. I've learned the hard way about peppers in your hands. You know, I was walking around like, I can't see. So
hey,
yeah,
let me rub my eyes.
Yeah, let me rub my eyes. So, you know, we'll chop up our peppers.
Yep. Look at this. That's what I'm talking about.
I was about to say, for me, man, I grew up in a household where we were food appreciators, and still, man, do I love to eat. But I grew up with a mom who, I mean, the most hospitable person ever. You walk into her house, you were her guest. But with that, I didn't get a lot of actually being able to do for myself. It was like, okay, if you're not doing it right, you're not doing it at all.
Yeah.
And so she just told me to stay out of the kitchen. And I didn't come into marriage with a lot of cooking skills. Now, my wife, on the other hand, I've actually told Sonny this, and you know my wife,
Yes.
Tim. My wife comes from a family that they don't cook at all, but Megan very much showed an interest in it at a young age. And so they would send her off at like 8 or 9 years old to cooking classes, and like they'd prepare a meal, she'd come home, she'd feed the family. So that's very much in her wheelhouse.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that's just kind of the natural tendency. But you know, I don't have a lot of confidence in the kitchen, so you know, we're getting a little bit into it. And that's one of the things that COVID did help with, is that I was forced to have to get in there a little bit. And the confidence is on the rise, but yeah, it's not totally there.
I think the fun thing about cooking is, yes, there's a quote unquote standard. Typically a French standard is your standard, but you could kind of do a little some of everything. Every culture has a different kind of standard. If you're cooking Spanish food or Italian food or French food or American flair, everything's kind of a little bit different. So you kind of could find your sweet spot. Yeah. You know, so we'll just take these off for a second. Yep. Nice and charred there.
Nice.
You know, we got our nice poblanos.
Yes, sir.
Chopped up, kind of got that char on them.
Yeah.
Good flavor. Kind of mash up this garlic.
All right.
Kind of smash them here.
So tell me about cloves. These are 3 different cloves?
Yeah,
or?
just 3 plain garlic cloves.
Yes, sir. And you used the knife to smash them?
Yeah, I kind of like to smash them. It just helps with the chopping.
Yep.
You know,
and then you chop like a professional.
Yeah. Just a little bit of chopping in here. And
yeah.
So we got our garlic all, and the beautiful thing about garlic is there's never a wrong amount.
Nah, man.
You're right.
There's never a wrong amount.
That's something even I know.
Yeah.
Like,
there's never a wrong
like
amount.
The immediate agent of like, as soon as you walk into a room, it's like, man, that's like that smells good starter pack is like a little bit of garlic, a little bit of oil.
I will say that
ready to go.
I made lentil soup and my wife said too much garlic. So
you must have put a lot.
She's like, I love it, hon, but too much garlic. So.
Like, I'm not a vampire. I'm not a vampire.
Yeah, exactly right.
We'll chop up some of this good applewood smoked bacon.
Yeah, look at that. It's beautiful.
No particular size.
Okay.
I love bacon.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, it can be big, it can be small. Get a little onion in here as well.
Yes.
Took a little half an onion already.
Tim, and while you're cutting that onion, I want to ask you about your baby girl. We were talking about how, you know, she's 18 now, about to go off to school, and it's like, for you guys, as you being a professional chef, and you know, you said your daughter really took to food pretty early. Like, has that been a bonding experience for you guys, and being able to just get in the kitchen and kind of do something you're both passionate about?
Oh, absolutely. I love the fact that it took her a while for her palate to really kind of get there. But now that it's there, like, I love it. She's like, Dad, add some garlic powder, or add some this, or add some that. And so to see her get excited about it and try different things, it's just awesome. It's, you know, she's into sports medicine, so I love for the fact, you know, go that way. But I love the fact that she's going to be always able to cook for herself.
Yeah.
You know, she's always going to have that skill to say, if I'm hungry, I know what to do. Yeah. You know, and so that's one of those skills that can take you for a long time.
All right, so we've cut 4 things now.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Okay.
So we're gonna kind of get our pot hot a little bit over here.
Yes, sir. Now, what are the liquids we have here?
Okay, so we have chicken stock.
Oh.
And we have a little bit of water.
Yeah.
Because as we go in 3 different stages, I always like to put water in that middle stage to watch for the sodium. Because if you go just a bunch of stock, you'll taste it and be like, oh, okay.
Pretty salty. Pretty salty.
Yeah. So we'll run these in stages. So we're gonna start with getting this bacon in.
Okay.
And I got some already here cut up.
Starting to hear that sizzle.
Yeah, get a little sizzle.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna render all that fat. So that's why we don't need any oil whatsoever. Got my good spatula here. That's gonna take a few minutes just to. So now that we got our bacon kind of nice and rendered, we're gonna get our onion.
Okay.
And you can use any kind you want. White onion, yellow onion, whatever makes you happy.
Really?
Yeah,
Because I love red onion.
Yeah, red onion too.
It's got a little more bite to it.
It does.
Yes, sir. So, Josh, so far, any of this seem hard?
No, not hard. I mean, I was about to say, when you're with a professional, everything looks easy. Now, it's for me, the anxiety comes from just not wanting to mess things up.
Yeah.
And
Well, Chef, can you mess things up? It's
I
trial and
bet you
error,
can.
right?
I was about to say, I bet you can.
I think you can, but I also think it's trial and error. I think that, anytime I'm teaching a cooking class, everybody's like, well, what's the recipe? And they're like, to the T. And they're like, no. That's just a guideline.
Yeah, that's how my mom cooks.
You gotta have love. That's the secret ingredient.
I agree.
To good food.
Yes, sir.
Is love.
Yes.
Is so using it as a guideline. If you notice here, I just kind of got a little some of everything, and so we'll add that garlic in here.
Yes.
Now, one thing about garlic is if you cook it too much, it's going to turn too dark, and then the taste gets bitter.
Yep.
So you kind of want it right at that golden
brown.
that golden color.
Yep.
So we got our garlic kind of brown there, looking good, smelling good.
Yes.
So we're gonna add.
Going straight in with the rice.
Going
next.
straight in with the rice.
Okay.
We're gonna do 2 cups, and we're gonna just get this coated in all that good bacon grease.
Yes, sir.
And all that good flavor.
Yes.
Now a lot of
it
people
smells good.
would say, "Oh, don't get too much stuff on the bottom," but that fond is where the flavor is. So it's not necessarily a bad thing unless it burns.
Yes.
So.
And plus, you're adding liquid soon, so.
We're about to add it right now.
Yes,
so
sir.
we're gonna go with the chicken stock.
Okay.
And typically I do start off with a couple cups. So we're just gonna start with a couple cups. Yeah, mix that around a little bit. And we're gonna add just a little bit more. You wanna cover the rice completely.
Okay.
We're gonna do this in 3 different stages.
Okay.
So this is our first stage.
Yes, sir.
So we got it on high. We're gonna kind of let that get up to temperature. It's gonna start bubbling. Once it starts to bubble and most of the liquid starts to draw up, that's where we're gonna go with the water.
Ah.
And we're gonna kind of repeat that one more time. Once
Okay.
that water draws up, then we're gonna go back with the chicken stock until it gets to that right consistency. Now that's the tricky part.
Yeah.
The end
Yes, sir.
is the tricky part. You don't want to take it off too early because it'll be too much liquid,
Yeah.
but you don't want to take it off too late because then it'll kind of dry. Okay. And we want to have enough liquid to help melt our cheese.
Ah,
So
okay.
that's when you get into the technical piece of making risotto.
Tim, how long have you been the chef here at First Dallas?
12 years.
12 years now.
12 years.
Man.
I love it. It's different from being out there in the restaurant world and whatnot, but it's nothing better than knowing that you're a part of the body of Christ and being able to cook for all the parishioners and our leadership and just people coming in off the streets. It's just a beautiful thing.
I was about to say, man.
I love it.
Yeah, it's as a beneficiary of your cooking, it's a gift. It really is. I mean, you're so gifted, and like it's clear that the Lord has like just given you this these talents and this ability and this passion, right? I mean, what do you think is your favorite part of being able to really, I mean, cook and serve this church family?
I think for me, one of the coolest things is I get to shepherd my flock. You know, I have a group of individuals that have been here with me for quite a while. Some the whole 12 years.
How about that?
I've been here. Some new, some, you know, come in and out, but just having that opportunity to shepherd my team and when you get that opportunity to bring somebody closer to Christ. And so that part of it is probably the best part to me.
Chef, before we wrap up, it's Valentine's Day. It's the Valentine's Day show. How important is it for us to maybe make an effort to spend some time in the kitchen with each other? I know it's not for everyone.
No, I think it's actually huge. I think that food brings people closer.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to capitalize on this Valentine's Day and the true meaning of just, you know, the love and the spirit and get in the kitchen, share some time together, share cooking together, but not just only on Valentine's Day. I think Friday night, date nights, just different moments along your path. Get in the kitchen.
And try this risotto recipe.
And try this risotto. I'm gonna actually throw some peppers in here right now.
Some peppers. So, everything is boiling.
Yeah. We're all mixed in there now. So.
And we're about to wrap up because I know we got quite a while on that, but through the magic of the kitchen.
Magic of television. You know, I'm supposed to go grab it right now.
Okay,
so,
yes, sir. All right.
You know.
He's about to go show us something here.
Man, I think that's the thing more than anything else that I love is that it's just the levels of what food does and like how it plays such a perfect background for relationships to be built, for relationships to be mended, for, you know, time to be spent with family, with children, with friends, like, and even as Tim's talking about, like, this is ministry. This is ministry for Tim. Like this is how he is able to serve people, and I love it. I love it as a consumer, but I mean, just seeing as, you know, as somebody who is so passionate, has made a career out of this. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Just so you know, Old Dad, New Dad, the video. Unfortunately, Josh and his wife Megan are on a diet, so I'm gonna be eating with my eyes today. Gonna have to take his portions, I guess.
You gotta step in there and
I gotta do what I gotta
player,
do.
huh?
Yes, sir.
Somebody has to.
Now, I love that you just made the fact that you don't have to have a protein because this in itself can be a meal.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
And of course, it's just a little bit of parsley, just because
you
know it's just, you know.
All right.
It just very, very simple dish. So
you said something as we wrap up that was just beautiful. Everyone's got to eat.
Yeah.
So why not try it in the kitchen? You know, getting together in the kitchen and learning maybe a meal together once a week or Friday or Saturday or whatever. I love that, Chef.
Nice little time to spend together. You know, over a little fire.
No. I'm just asking, where's the fork?
You know, I got something right out here out of the way.
All right. So this is Old Dad, New Dad. There are other podcasts you can listen to.
Absolutely. I was about to say there's something for everybody in your life stage. If, you know, we've got a single show podcast with Kelly and her co-host Bob, Gifts in the Garden with Karen Cruz, Cash God with Jeremy Cruz, and then as well, you know, for grandparents as well, Parenting on a Grand Scale from Doug Hanna. It's a really good lineup of original podcasts that you can check out at kcbi.org. There's a link there at the top. And as well, we just kicked off this thing that's called Verse of the Day Kids.
Yes.
And so all of our kids throughout the Metroplex, we're going to be going to different area Christian schools and churches and really just getting them involved to be able to not only have passion for God's word, but get to present it in a way, and we get to partner with them. And so, I mean, it's good for everybody. And I was about to say, I want to hear
For Old Dad, New Dad, I'm Sonny.
Josh.
Chef Tim.
Guys, we appreciate it so much. We wish you a very happy Valentine's Day. Spend some time in the kitchen. I will. I'll try it.